Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Marty Plum, and I am your host of a Pen and Napkin podcast. I told you all that uh, with me not having a team per se, I'm going to try some new and different things. And here's something that popped into my head. I don't know if it's going to stink. I don't know if you're going to like it. I don't know if you're not going to like it. I don't know. Let me know. That's the biggest thing is, I can handle criticism and things like that. Be fairly nice if you're going to criticize it. But here's one of the thoughts that I had in kind of, doing different things and wanting to do different stuff to help out coaches. And again, this whole thing is about helping out coaches, making coaches or helping coaches get better using my experiences over 28 years, a lot of different levels, a lot of different things. And one of those things is just thinking about big picture things, how you run your program, how you come up with your philosophy, all the stuff that you do. And as I've said before, I like to go out on my walks. No running, I'm too old for that stuff. But I do like my walks, and it gives me time to think, gives me time to listen to stuff. It gives me time to focus on different things. And so one of the things I'm going to try here, like I said, if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. But try this concept here. Just a quick couple minute video segment on a topic of the day, a thought of the day. And so we're going to call it one and done. Really creative here. One topic, one video, not very long, 2, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, whatever it ends up being. But that's what we're going to call it here. So welcome to the first of Pen and a Napkin, one and done. So the first topic for our first one and done of ever, is the thought about personalities and how your personality as a coach needs to line up with your team. If you're going to be successful, you've got to hope, and in some ways, especially as high school coaches, we can only control this to a certain degree. We have the players that we have. We can't necessarily go out and we'll use air quotes here, encourage players to come to our school. We got to play the hand that we're dealt. And a lot of times you will see teams, and this doesn't mean you have to be uber successful. It doesn't mean you have to win a state championship. But just for a good season, a fun season all the way around, does your personality as a coach line up with the players that you have that season? And so one of the thought exercises I have for you as you're in here in the early stages of your off season, we're getting closer to the summer, is to take your players, write them down on a piece of paper, put their names down, and just kind of think about how well does my personality, whether it's your personal personality, your sense of humor, things like that, and then also your basketball personality. Now, how does that match up with your team coming up this season? And take a look at the personalities that you really click with, and then take a look at the personalities that maybe you don't click with as much. And with any team, you're going to be in that place. You're going to have kids that you're going to click with, and you're going to have others that you don't. So take a look at that and see how that fits, and think about ways that you can't necessarily change your complete personality, and you shouldn't change everything. But what can you adjust? What are you willing to take a look at and say, I can give a little here, I can give a little there, to try and click with this player a little bit better. And I know from my experiences over 28 years, and most of those years were really, really good years, but the years that were frustrating had nothing to do with wins and losses. It was a lot of times when I look back on it now without emotion, is my personality as a head coach or as an assistant coach didn't really match up and line up with the players that I was coaching that year. And that's not anybody's fault. We're all different. There's 7-8 billion of us here on this planet, and so it's not necessarily anybody's fault. But what are some things that you can do? What are some things that you can think about to adjust those personalities and have your personality click with those players so that you can have the best experience and set you up for the best success possible. So, just a thought, a little one and done here. Hope you like it. Let me know what you think. Coaches, let's be sure to get better one step at a time.